Everyone says you need money to make money. That's the biggest lie in business. And it's especially not true when it comes to starting a funding company. I've helped hundreds of people build lending businesses from scratch. People working 9-to-5s, people who were broke, people who had nothing but a phone and a Wi-Fi connection. And collectively, we deployed over $40 million to small businesses across the country. So when someone DMs me and says, Stead, I want to start a funding company, but I don't have any money to get started, I already know exactly what to tell them. Because you don't need money, you need a system. And in this video, I'm going to walk through exactly how to start a fully operational funding company in 2026 with literally $0 out of pocket, step by step, so you can stop making excuses and start making commissions. And if you stick with me to the end, you'll know the exact model I use, the tools I start with, and what your first 5 to 10K in commissions can actually look like. Let's get into it. Most businesses require money to start: inventory, employees, office space, equipment. But a funding company is completely different because you're not the bank, you're the middleman. You're literally connecting business owners who need capital with lenders who already have it. So like I mentioned, becoming a business loan broker, the beauty about that is that you're the middleman. So to give you a clear depiction of what that looks like, the beauty about what we offer is that we are essentially the middleman. A lot of people don't understand that, but we don't lend the money, we just get the money for our clients. With that being said, we have the advantage in this situation. Why? Because we have no inventory. We realistically in the beginning don't need any employees and no capital to get started because we're not lending our money. So instead of selling a physical product, your product is access to capital. Your inventory is leads, and your income comes from commissions when deals are closed. That's why this business has one of the lowest barriers to entry in entrepreneurship. If you understand the system, you can start with almost nothing and scale just by doing more volume. Now, the key to this business is understanding that there are actually 2 different funding models. And once you understand both, you can help almost any business owner that needs capital. So now we're going to break down the models for you guys so that you understand what it's like to be a broker and how you maximize the amount of clients you can get. So guys, we have 2 different funding models. We have traditional lending, and then we have alternative lending. Each model serves a different avatar. The first model is traditional lending. This is typically used for entrepreneurs who have strong credit, but may not have the business revenue yet. So for traditional lending, typically on average, you want a 700 plus credit score, but as we know, it's not always about the score, it's about the credit profile itself. Usually when we fund clients through traditional, it's through 0% biz credit cards. That's usually the ideal, most valuable type of fund you can get because it's promo rates with 0% interest for anywhere from 6 to 18 months. And then another beauty about this business is there's no revenue required. So you don't have to actually be in business for a certain amount of time to actually access this type of funding. In this model, you're helping clients get approved for 0% interest business credit cards across multiple different banks. It's commonly called credit stacking. And because the client is getting access to capital, they pay a commission, typically around 10% of whatever they get funded. The second model is going to be alternative lending. This is for established business owners who already have revenue. They may not have perfect credit, but they have cash flow. The beauty about alternative lending is this, guys. We have to understand that clients just need a minimum 500 plus score. That's the first thing. They need to be making at minimum 8K a month in biz revenue. They also need to be in business for at least 6 months or more. So 6 months time in business. Different products they can get access to could be MCAs, term loans, equipment financing, and business lines of credit. All of those are available because they're revenue based. So these lenders focus less on credit and more on business revenue. Funding can happen in as soon as 24 to 48 hours. And instead of the client paying you, the lender pays the broker, which would be you, usually between 6 and 15 points on each deal. So this is how you make all of this make sense and how I was able to scale my business to 7 figures with the dual model strategy, which I'm going to show you guys here. So we call this a dual model strategy, but it's essentially offering both alternative and traditional funding. So with traditional, we understand that this is going to be credit-based, and then with alternative, we understand this is going to be revenue-based. The beauty about the dual model strategy is you're able to take on more clients because you have more to offer, so you get less no's and more yeses. The banks won't tell you this, but they'll literally pay you for helping small businesses get money. Most people never hear about this industry, yet it quietly pays out 5-figure commissions every single month. In my free course, I show you step-by-step how to start your own business funding company, even if you never owned a business before. You'll see exactly how my students are earning $10,000, $20,000, even $40,000 a month, helping business owners get the capital they need. Click the link below to watch the free course and get the full blueprint to start your own funding company today. The real advantage comes when you understand both models. If someone doesn't qualify for traditional lending, you quickly pivot to alternative. If they have great credit but no revenue, traditional all day, which means you almost never have to turn away a qualified lead. Every good lead becomes a credit deal or a revenue deal. The first step is setting up your business, and this part is way cheaper than most people think. You don't need a fancy office. You don't need employees. You just need the basics to look legitimate. So when it comes to setting up your business, these are the core things you'll need to make it very, very simple and easy, all right? So with your biz setup, you're gonna need, obviously, to form your business, whether it's an LLC or corporation, you wanna have a domain email, right? When I say domain email, I mean website and an actual business email. You also wanna have a business address and you wanna have a business phone number. In most states, you can form an LLC for under $100, sometimes even less. And one important tip, avoid putting words like credit, funding, or financial services in your business name. Why? Because banks flag those as high-risk businesses during underwriting. So just to reiterate, to make things as simple as possible, because I know somebody's gonna screw this up, but watch this video again multiple times before you do anything, right? When it comes to your biz name, you want to avoid credit, you want to avoid funding, and you want to avoid financial in your business name. Then you set up a professional email with your domain, get a business address, get a business phone number, can't forget the website. That's enough to start operating legally and professionally. So when lenders and partners look you up, you look like a real company, not a side hustle. The second step is something most brokers skip: systems. You cannot run this business from your phone notes or spreadsheets. You need a CRM, because the number one reason new funding brokers fail isn't because they can't find leads, it's because they lose leads. So this is going to be essentials 101 that I don't want you guys to overlook. Having a CRM is really a non-negotiable if you really want to be successful in business. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Manager, right? It's your business in a box. It tracks a couple things. It tracks leads throughout their client journey. Also, it's where you manage follow-ups. We understand that in the funding space, the money is in the follow-ups, and it's where your daily pipeline would be at. So you understand you have structure, what leads you need to contact, and what you need to get done for today. We typically use CRMs like Scalable, Go High Level, or HubSpot. Without a CRM, you lose track of conversations. You forget follow-ups, and deals fall through the cracks. Once you have a system in place, your pipeline becomes predictable. You'll know exactly who's new, who's in progress, and who's ready to fund now. Next, you need lenders. And the good news is this costs nothing. So when it comes to lenders, it depends on basically which model that you're running, right? So if it's traditional, let's say your credit card stacking, you're gonna need BRMs. BRMs are bank relationship managers. Those are essentially business bankers at your national, regional credit unions, right? And then for alternative, you're gonna need to get signed up as an ISO. For traditional lending, your lenders are already there. They're called banks. Your job is simply understanding their rules. Things like the Chase 524, Capital One, 2 and 6, Amex approval over time, apply with confidence. When you understand these rules, you're already ahead of most people trying to do this. So when it comes down to alternative lending, guys, alternative lending is similar, but not the exact same. It's a different beast in its own, and it's a different type of industry, I would say, even though it's all revolved around credit, right? So you want to get signed up as an ISO. That's the first thing. Second thing is you can find reps on LinkedIn, always a good resource. Also, email outreach is always amazing. You can never go wrong. Just make sure when you're reaching out via email, you do it in volume. Remember, the numbers is in the volume. Don't reach out to one person and be discouraged when they don't respond back. For alternative lending, you apply as a broker. Most lenders have ISO applications on their websites. You fill them out and get approved. Within a week, you can have 5 to 10 lender relationships without spending a dollar. Now let's talk about the most important part, leads. And you don't need ads to get your first clients. You just need to get active. All right, so there's a few ways you can go about getting your first set of leads. without spending a dime at all. This is exactly what I teach in my academy as well. On the first one, which is probably going to be the best, will be affiliates, right? So if you can get referral partners that send you business, that's always going to be the best. Next, you have cold out. Well, actually, let's actually erase that. Next, you have what I like to call outreach. So outreach can be done whether it's cold or warm. Warm outreach is reaching out to people that know you or know of you. Cold outreach is reaching out to strangers. That can be cold DMs, cold calling, cold email, right? And then one of the biggest things that people overlook, right, is content. You posting content consistently on that topic can bring you people that are interested in your services. The first source is organic content. That's Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. Posting educational content builds authority and attracts inbound leads. You can become the go-to funding person in your audience's mind. The second source is referral partners. And honestly, this is a cheat code. Affiliates bring you in the most money. When we're talking about affiliates, right? I love affiliates because it's a low cost to acquire and trust is already there, right? So when we're talking about affiliates, there's so many different industries that you can target that have our ideal clientele. That can be CPAs, credit repair companies, that can be business coaches, that can be real estate agents. It honestly can even be insurance agents. These are just a few places you can go and get affiliates. You tell them something simple, like if your clients need capital, send them to me. When they get funded, I'll pay you a referral fee. They win, you win, and the client gets funding. The third method is going to be outreach. That can be done through DMs, LinkedIn searches, Google Maps, Facebook groups, cold calling, cold email. It's not glamorous. It's going to be a volume game, but it's free and works at scale. If you're willing to send 100 messages and have 100 conversations every single day, you can book calls without spending a dime on ads. Now let's talk about what your first deal can actually look like. So let's say you come across a credit card stacking client, right? As we know, that'll be traditional, right? They don't need any revenue, just a decent to good credit score. Let's say their credit score is a 722. Let's say you get them $80K in funding from, let's say, Chase and Truist Bank. With 10% commission on that deal, that leaves you with a big whopping $8K in your pocket off of one client alone. So you got that client that has a 722 credit score and want to start a business. You help them get approved for $80,000 and 0% interest business credit cards. At a 10% commission, that's an $8,000 payday going directly to you. So for alternative, it can look a little bit different. Let's say you get somebody $50K in funding and you're paid 12 points on that deal. Remember, you're not charging the client. This is actually paid by the lender. Let's say you have a business owner doing $15K a month in revenue. They need $50,000 to expand. You submit their bank statements. They get funded within 48 hours. At 12 points, that's $6,000 in commission. Your first deal can cover your startup costs 10 times over. Once your first commission hits, you're now playing with house money. That's when you start scaling. Now, once you start making money, you got some proof of concept, right? You close your first 2 deals. 6K with alternative, 8K with traditional. You're money man, you're money lady, right? So let's go ahead and put some dollar signs right here. Don't make the rookie mistake that most people do. Even though you make money, that's not your money. Let's reinvest it back into the business, right? So when it comes down to it, what you want to start to invest back into can be ads to get more leads, can be automations, systems to continue to help you to scale, can be VAs to help you build your business and you not be the only one doing everything, can be more affiliates, right? These are all things you can invest back into the business once you start making money. Reinvest into systems, a better CRM, small ad campaigns, automations, maybe a VA helping out with outreach. And as your lead flow increases, so does your funding volume. And the people who scale this business aren't doing anything magical. They're just doing more volume with better systems. So there's your blueprint, a fully operational funding company built from zero. No inventory, no office, no employees, no capital required. Now, obviously I gave you the high level game plan in this video, but there's a whole other level of detail when it comes to actually executing each step. The exact banks to hit, the order to apply, the lender relationships, the scripts, and the systems, all of it. That's exactly what I break down in my full free course on this channel. I'll walk you through the entire process, start to finish, so you can just follow along and build Go watch that video right now. It's on the screen. And if you already know this is for you and you want my team and I to help you build this thing hands-on, click the first link in the description to apply. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.